political take.
Ooh, well, so I feel like when I was first watching it, and that Imperial officer whose name is now eluding me, but where he's saying to Lord Vader that your sad devotion to that ancient religion is not giving you clairvoyance enough to conjure up the stolen data tapes. And I always watched it and was like, ancient religion? Like, this was mainstream as recently as 30 years ago. And now I'm like, oh, actually, in fact, that rings extremely true. What happened? Like, just seeing bits of history that have happened in the course of even my relatively brief adulthood get completely memory hold. I'm like, yes, you would have forgotten it like a mere 19 years
Very
later.
quickly.
That entirely holds up. I think, that is an ancient religion that has been completely memory hold. And you can do that. I'm not sure that's a positive development, but that is a political lesson that you don't always remember things, even though you're like, well, surely it can't disappear in Luke Skywalker's comparatively brief lifetime. And it can.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. That's just the idea that people are very short-term memory, and something that just isn't mentioned much. Just like people can grow up not knowing it. Like Luke doesn't know what the Force is. He does, shockingly growing up. Like that's just not in his worldview. He doesn't seem to know what Jedi are. He's never seen a lightsaber before. Like this is all gone. These things were everywhere, and yeah, totally erased
it's
from the
like
world.
the time before cell phones, where it's just like, and we used to have to do this and this and this, and people were like, "You did what?" Like the whole thing where you're doing or phone, the gesture that you do to mime a phone is now instead of or like
yeah. Or
that's really
I've
good for
done
a
this with my
podcast. I'm sure
kids.
the gestures. Just picture me doing really good gestures, really accurate.
Yeah,
gestures
or just
if
for
you're
rolling down a car
Yeah.
window. My kids are like, "What are you doing, Dad?" Like,
Yeah. No.
Okay. That's a good one. I'm gonna throw one in. I think one of the best political takes is the lessons of Lando Calrissian, who in The Empire Strikes Back, like his whole story arc in The Empire Strikes Back is he thinks he can make a deal with Darth Vader, and he's going to give up something of value, like his old buddy Han Solo, in exchange for something he wants, that the Empire will leave him alone and he can run his little mining city in peace. And it turns out that doesn't work, right? Because Darth Vader is much more powerful and doesn't give a crap about his reputation. So he keeps altering the bargain, demanding more. And just every few minutes, he's like, this deal's getting worse all the time. And, that seems like an important lesson for a lot of modern law firm senior partners today, for a number of university presidents who keep thinking they can make deals. And I'm sorry that they didn't see this film, because I think it would have had something to offer them. No,
I absolutely agree. I feel like Darth Vader doesn't care. He's not invested in your institution. He's just there for what he wants. And he wants to maybe leave a garrison there. I mean, although it would be unfortunate if he had to.
Most unfortunate, yes.
But yeah, hopefully Lando won't make that mistake a second time. I
also love to sort of plan Leia and the Wookiee must never leave Cloud City. Like, what was Lando going to do with them? Like, give them jobs or something and set them up in an apartment? Like,
yeah, no, I do feel like he's like, well, you'll just be responsible for the logistics here.
Yeah,
and as long as they're off of my platter.
Yes. He's got people.
Maybe they can work with the Ugnaughts. They have an excellent carbon freezing facility. And
they could service that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm sure Chewbacca can help with mechanics and such. As long as no more of those rude droids tell him eat shuta.
All right. Do you have another one?
I've got, this is sort of a half-fledged one, but you know how in episode 2 there's that guy and he's got, you can see in like the final few frames, he's holding a piece of data that has clearly what looks like a Death Star model on it. And I think the lesson from this, that one guy that you see briefly, is that sometimes there's a guy who has a weird idea that he's obsessed with. And if later he gets into a position of power, it's very bad, because whether it's tariffs or it's like building a gigantic battle station or whatever it is, whatever this idea is that he latched onto during his formative years, he's going to make certain that it gets built. He's going to be like, everyone's like, why are we doing this? We could be doing so many, we could think of the Star Destroyers we could build with this. And he's like, no, we got to build a gigantic battle station and we will have Mads Mikkelsen design it. I mean, I mostly designed it, but he's going to also design it. Like the bug guy and Mads Mikkelsen, they're going to like get together.
Yeah.
And I think so. The lesson is like sometimes people have a weird idea and then later they get into important positions and then they inflict that bad idea on everyone. So you got to watch out for a little guy who's walking around holding a Death Star, because like very likely if he gets put in charge of things, he will want to build the Death Star.
Yeah, he's clearly obsessed with this idea, and it's this thing, and obviously like this developed over a very long period of time, right? I mean, like there was some step from like coming up with this cute little idea of an angry ball in space and, slowly getting, selling the chancellor on the idea and then like getting the funding for it and like building it secretly in space. Like this is not a small project. And yeah, but clearly, you needed someone obsessed with this little idea from very early on to guide it.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like be careful who gets your ear if you're Chancellor Palpatine, because otherwise you're going to be like stuck with the one guy who's like, everything's been downhill since we stopped building space stations with lasers. And we got to bring that back. I don't know why he's bringing it back.